Hey guys, just finished watching 12 Strong. This movie was interesting. I mean, I was really excited to watch this movie because I think it had really good potential. After watching a few good movies, past recent few movies have been really good when it comes to true stories like this. And I think it was really cool. I mean, I really loved the movie Patriots Day, and I really loved the movie Lone Survivor and stuff. So I was really excited for this and hoping that this would be another one that had an opportunity to be in that, especially if it dealing with 9/11 and stuff like that. So I really thought it was really going to be a movie that was really going to be good, and they were going to put all the time that they needed to do this. It's been so long since 9/11. And then, they really put the time in to make this movie the perfect movie type thing, perfect script type thing. So I think really it's going to be cool. I was excited for this. But after watching this movie, I don't know if it's just this story just didn't fit well as a movie, because there was a lot of times where it was like, oh, action, and then no action. No, action, and then no action. And then the action that happened was just it just fell flat in the movie to me. So it just didn't really hit the places. Now, maybe it's different because, I kind of feel like maybe this, who knows how long the writers of this, they had to make this movie. As soon as it came out, it was declassified, and then they wrote the script, and then they made the movie type thing. I feel like they just did that way too fast, and then the movie, you have a movie here that's just like, okay, who do we have, who's good? Chris Hemsworth. The actors were all good in this. It's just the movie didn't really grab me as much as other recent movies that I've seen when it comes to true stories, things like that, with Lone Survivor and Patriots Day. Now, Patriots Day is a total different scenario because that one takes place here, and it was a really public thing, and it was a really public thing, and there was not so much classified details and all that stuff that maybe were missing from the story, and it wasn't, and they got this, all the information was all publicly available, and it was just all there to do, and it was easy to make a movie, and it came out so fast after the incident happened. So I think it was definitely different. Obviously, it's different on that side, and then comparing this to this story to Lone Survivor maybe isn't fair because they were literally just 4 versus an army of like millions almost type thing. So it was really it was just the odds are really against them, whereas this was a little different. They were it wasn't just 4 guys versus a million people. It was a lot different kind of story and stuff. So it was an interesting story, and I think it's definitely a story that deserves maybe a better movie. Who knows if this story can even be made into a better movie. So I definitely recommend people watching it, and I definitely think everyone needs to watch this movie, especially, I guess, as an American, but even as a Canadian type thing. It's such a historical event, 9/11, and it's such a, it has, not a historical, it's just such a, it is history, and it is such a big point in the world history, that moment, that I think everyone needs to watch this movie. But I don't say go run and watch it in theaters. It's not worth doing that. I think it's definitely something to watch when it's on Netflix, when that comes out type thing. That's how I think everyone should watch it, just to know the story. So yeah, it was an okay movie. I give it really I guess I give it a 5 out of 10. I was kind of we're doing a 4 and a 5, 4.5, leaning a little bit more to a 5, because I wasn't, bored. It's kind of a bit bored. I wasn't kind of like, oh, this is painful to watch. It wasn't that at all. It just didn't grab me as much as, other true story movies have recently done. And I really was expecting that going into this. So, we'll have to wait and see how well this thing does. But it's just kind of a, this movie, I'm probably going to forget about it and never going to, remember it again. So, yeah, I kind of wish that it was a better movie, especially for this storyline. But maybe this, I'm not a writer or whatever, so maybe this wasn't one of those movies for one of those true stories to do that. We'll have to wait and see, but it just kind of wasn't my thing. So let me know what you think, guys, if you saw this movie. What do you think about it? And what did you give it? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I'm Captain America, here to talk to you about one of the most valuable traits a soldier or student can have.
Subscribing.
Sometimes subscribing is the key to victory. Sometimes it leads to very little, and it seems like it's not worth it. And you wonder why you waited so long for something so disappointing. How many more of these?
You're still here.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.
It's over.